Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the Finance 360-degree sessions where we cover all the relevant and important finance current affairs and RBI notifications which are important from your exam point of view. Let it be the RBI Grade B, the NABARD Grade A or SEBI Grade A. So in today's session, we are going to cover the three very important news articles that is regarding the UPI auto pays that has increased the UPI auto payment limit that has increased to rupees 1 lakh for 3 transactions. So which are these 3 transactions that we are going to understand? What were the prior limit? When was this UPI auto payment system was introduced? Everything we are going to discuss in today's session. Then there is the other news article that is regarding the establishment of cloud facility by the Reserve Bank of India. So what is this facility? Why the Reserve Bank of India is introducing it? Which is the wholly owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank of India that is going to get engaged in the cloud facility and everything. Okay. Then the third news article is regarding the RBI to set up the fintech repository. So what is this repository? All of this we are going to discuss in today's session. Okay. And these 3 news articles, they are very important from the objective point of view. Direct questions can be asked from any of this news article and they are very easy to understand. I will provide you the facts that are important. Just those facts you have to remember. Okay. So now let's get started. First of all, do subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue getting the sessions that are relevant from your exam point of view. And join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session and you will get the link of the Telegram channel in the description box below. So starting with the first news article that is regarding the e-mandates for recurring online transactions. So first of all, you have to understand that, see, there are the recurring online transactions that happen, like you have joined Zerodha or Grow or IND Money app. Any of these apps you have joined and you have opened a SIP with any of the mutual fund. Okay, that means you have to give monthly payments. Okay, you have to give recurring payments. So now for this recurring payments, every month you have to remember that, okay, on this date, on 12th, I have to make the payment. I have to go to my Google Pay. I have to pay to this entity. I have to put my PIN and everything. So this becomes a little hectic. So for the recurring online transactions, there was the idea of e-mandates that was introduced. E-mandates means these are the electronic mandates. You are at one time, like in the start, you are giving the permission for the auto pay, that every month on this particular date, this much money should be deducted from the account that should go to this SIP. Or for the Netflix, every month this much amount, let's say 149 or 199 should be deducted for your Netflix approval, okay, for your Netflix payment. So this is the e-mandate for the recurring online transactions. Only once you have to give the permission, and after that, till the time you want, the recurring online transaction will happen on itself. Okay, so one time you have to give the permission for the auto pay facility. Okay, one time you have to pay the amount, you have to give the permission for the auto pay, and after that the recurring online transactions will happen on itself without any human interaction, without any human intervention, without you getting into the trouble of remembering the dates, trouble of making the payment or something. Okay, so this is the auto pay facility, this is the e-mandate facility. And now what is the news article? That there is the enhancement of limit for specified categories under the e-mandate for the recurring online transaction. So first of all, there was the framework that was introduced for processing of the e-mandates for recurring transactions. Recurring transactions means they are happening again and again. Okay, every month SIP is going, every month Netflix subscription you are getting, or Disney Plus Hotstar subscription you are getting, or something. So this kind of framework was introduced in August 2019. So this is important, that the framework for processing of the e-mandates for recurring transactions, this was introduced in August 2019 to balance the safety and security of digital transactions with the customer convenience. So see, like every month you are going into Google Pay, you are paying for the Netflix subscription, or every month you are going in Zerodha, like through the Zerodha you are going to the Google Pay, you are paying the amount for the SIP. So this becomes a little hectic, and that's why to cater to the customer convenience, there was the idea of e-mandate, while keeping in mind the safety and security of the digital transaction. That's why at the first time you have to give the permission for the mandate, you have to give you have to put your PIN, you have to pay at the first time there is also the OTP you are getting and everything. So for the first time there are the processes that you are following, that you are putting in the details, you are putting in the amount, you are putting in your PIN and everything, and after the first time when you have given the permission for the e-mandate for the autopay, after that the transaction will happen on itself for the recurring online transactions, and this is to boost the customer convenience. Okay, now the limits for execution of e-mandates without additional. So e-mandates, I hope you can understand that at the first time you are doing the additional factor authentication where you are generating the OTP, where you are putting your PIN and everything. But after that there is no OTP that is being generated, there is no PIN that you are putting. The online transactions are happening on itself after the first round. Okay, after that the transactions are happening on themselves. So the limits for execution of e-mandates without the additional factor of authentication currently stands at 15,000. This was last updated in June 2022. Now the number of e-mandates registered currently stands at 8.5 crore. So you can understand that so many of the people are using this facility of the e-mandates. So the number of e-mandates that is registered currently stands at 8.5 crore, processing nearly rupees 2,800 crores of transactions per month. Okay, the system has stabilized, but in categories such as the subscription to mutual funds. So I have told you that the SIP is going every month, and for many people the SIP can be of 20,000, but for the e-mandates the limit is 15,000 only. So for this SIP you have to every month remember the date, put the amount and put your PIN and everything. So for this kind of SIP to the mutual funds, it becomes very hectic because every month the investor has to pay by himself or herself. Okay, so for the subscription of mutual funds, for the payment of insurance premium, sometimes the insurance premiums are very high. For the payment of credit card bill payments, that is happening monthly also, credit card bill payment also happens monthly. So for these kind of recurring online transactions, the facility of e-mandates was not provided if these facilities, because these facilities can be above 15,000. So if these facilities are if the payment is under 15,000, so that is fine, the e-mandate can be allowed. But if the payment is above 15,000, so for those, for the subscription to mutual funds, for the payment of insurance premium, for the credit card bill payments, if the payment is above 15,000, then the e-mandates hold no value, because above 15,000 payments cannot happen under e-mandates. Under e-mandates or under autopay, above 15,000 payments cannot happen. So the system has stabilized for many of the categories, but like for the Netflix, for the Disney Plus, Hotstar and such. But in categories of the mutual funds, insurance premium, credit card bill payments, where the transaction sizes are more than 15,000, usually a need to enhance the limit has been expressed by the market participants, by the investors also, by the customers also, as the adoption has been lagging and adoption didn't happen till now. So now it has been said in this regard, the problem has been seen by the Reserve Bank of India, and in this regard, as announced in the Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies document that was released on December 8th, 2023, that is this month only, it has been decided by the Reserve Bank of India to increase the limit from 15,000 to 1 lakh per transaction for the following categories, that is subscription to mutual funds, payment of insurance premium and credit card bill payments. So these are the recurring online transactions for which the limit has been increased from 15,000 to 1 lakh. Remember, for all the other transactions, for your Netflix, for your Disney Plus, Hotstar or any other recurring online transactions that you have, for that the limit is 15,000 only. But for these three categories, the limit have been increased to 1 lakh. As easy as that. Okay. The circular is issued under the section 18 of the Payment and Settlement Act of 2007. So you should remember that under which act this particular circular is released. So it is released under Payment and Settlement Act of 2007. Okay. So this was the first news article. I hope you will remember the categories and the limit that has been increased. Now coming to the second news article, that is establishment of cloud facility for the financial sector in India. So see, the banks, they receive our details, they have our account details, they have our payment details, our transactions detail, how much money we have in our accounts, all the details are with the banks. The details are also with the NBFCs. If you are taking the loans from the NBFCs, if you are doing the deposit, the long-term deposit with the NBFCs, so they also have our details. So there are many of the regulated entities of the Reserve Bank of India, or like all the regulated entities of the Reserve Bank of India, they come under the financial sector, and they have the details of the citizens of the country, the financial details of the citizens of the country, the banks, the NBFC have. Okay, so it has been said that the banks and the other financial entities, they are maintaining an ever increasing volume of data, ever increasing volume of the financial details with themselves, and many of them are utilizing various public and private cloud facilities for this purpose, for storing these financial details, because the bank requires the account details. If I go to the bank and if I say that okay, I have this account number, let's say XX account number is mine, so they will have all the details. Okay, your name is Kritika Sharma, your age is this, your bank account is savings account or current account, so they will have all the detail. So that means that detail is stored somewhere, right? So the banks, the financial entities, they are utilizing various public and private cloud facilities, and sometimes these cloud facilities are not of India, they are of some other country. That means that cloud facility, we do not have complete control over that cloud facility, because some other country is providing that cloud facility to the banks and the financial entities. Now this can create many problems, because you can understand that the cloud facility that is not of our country, it is of some other country. That means some other country can have that details, okay, can attack the cloud facility or something. So it was said by the Reserve Bank of India that Reserve Bank of India is working on establishing a cloud facility for all the financial sector institutions in India. Okay, for the financial sector in India. The proposed facility would enhance the security, the integrity and privacy of the financial sector data, because it will be our cloud facility that is generated by our own Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so it is also expected to facilitate the scalability and business continuity, because the cloud facilities, if they are of some other country, we do not have the complete control. We do not know that when it can get hacked, how much safety measures they might be taking inside. Okay, so there are various problems with the cloud facilities of the other countries. They may be of the best nature, they may be of the best quality, but what if they are not? Okay, so that's why we need our own cloud facility that has the complete, it will enhance the security, the integrity, the privacy of the financial sector data. It is also expected to facilitate the scalability and business continuity. So the cloud facility will be set up and initially it will be operated by the Indian Finance Technology and Allied Services. So remember, there are 5 wholly owned subsidiaries of the Reserve Bank of India, out of which it is the IFTAS, the Indian Financial Technology and Allied Services, that is going to set up this cloud facility and initially operate this cloud facility. Remember that the financial details of all the citizens of the country is being stored in some cloud facility, in different cloud facilities or in the cloud facilities. So those financial data of the citizens, they are very important. Our account details are there. Okay, our data is there. How much money you have in your account. Okay, if you have huge money in your account, that data is there, right? So if that get hacked, that means they know that you have too much money and they will attack your account directly. This can happen, right? That's why we need a cloud facility of our own country that has that will provide the security, integrity and privacy of the financial sector data. So eventually the cloud facility will be transferred. So initially it will be operated by IFTAS, but eventually it will be transferred to the separate entity that is owned by the financial sector participants of our country. Okay, this cloud facility is intended to be rolled out in a careful manner. Okay, so intended to be rolled out in a very calibrated, careful, adjusted manner in the medium term. Okay, so now setting up of the fintech repository. So till now we have seen that okay, the RBI is thinking about setting up a cloud facility in the country by the Reserve Bank of India itself, by the wholly owned, this will be set up by the wholly owned subsidiaries of the Reserve Bank of India, that is IFTAS. Now coming to the setting up of fintech repository. So this will be the repository for the fintech sector. Okay, So to ensure a resilient fintech sector and to promote the best practices, the regulators, the stakeholders, they need to have the information regarding the fintech sector. Okay, they need to have the relevant and timely information on the fintech entities, including the nature of their activities. Especially the fintech sector, it is developing very fast, it is evolving very fast, it is utilizing the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, distributed ledger technology, and various new kind of technology. So the Reserve Bank of India, the regulators, the stakeholders, they must have the information that what these fintech entities are doing and how fast they are evolving. So for better understanding of the developments that have happened in the fintech ecosystem, with an objective to appropriately support the sector, not only to regulate it, but to support it to develop further and further, to evolve further and further, it is proposed to set up a repository for capturing the essential information about the fintechs, so that the regulators, they can support the sector. So the repository will be set up to capture the essential information about the fintechs, encompassing their activities that they are providing, the products that they are providing, the technology stack that they are using, the financial information regarding them. Okay, so the previous news article was regarding the cloud facility for the data of the citizens, for the financial data of the citizens of the country, and this repository is for the fintech specifically. Okay. So fintechs would be encouraged to provide the relevant information voluntarily. It will not be like the RBI saying provide all your information to us. No, it will be voluntary, so that the Reserve Bank of India has the appropriate information to design the appropriate policy approaches. Okay, so the fintechs would be encouraged to provide the relevant information voluntarily to the repository, which will help in designing the appropriate policy approaches. So the repository will be operationalized by the Reserve Bank Innovation Hub in April 2024 or earlier. So this you have to remember that it is the Reserve Bank Innovation Hub, another wholly owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank of India, that is going to operationalize the repository. And the date you have to remember that it should happen in April 2024 or before that. So it is going to happen soon. Okay, so all these updates were provided in the Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies document that was released on December 2023. There are other updates also, but for those updates there will be separate notification that will be released by the Reserve Bank of India. So I'm waiting for that separate notification so that we have the complete information regarding what is going to happen. Okay, so now this is the first question. Do try to answer this question. This is a homework question, and this is the second question. Very easy it is. So here you have to tell about the wholly owned subsidiary that will set up and initially operate the cloud facility. The third question is again very easy. Okay, so you have to give the right answer of these three questions. Do try to give the right answer of these three questions. Now let me show you the students that have given the right answer of the previous session. Okay, so it is Kingshuk. I hope you all can see this. Okay, Manori, Saurish, Gagan, Molly, Tejaswini, Dinesh, Abhishek, Purushottam, Anant, Diksha. Okay, Diksha has said something else. Sushmita, Shibanand, Akansha, Akhil, Mukesh, Riya, Imtiaz, Tamiz, Nilesh, VSSS, and Kamal, Neha, Jayant, Harshal, Harshdeep, has said thank you. You are most welcome. CVR, Anuj, Ronak, Vankhu, and user. Okay, so you are most welcome to all the students. Purushottam, you are most welcome, and Dinesh, Tejaswini, Molly, Saurish, Manori, and Kingshuk, you all are most welcome. And all the students that are seeing the video, I'm really thankful for them. That they are watching this patiently, okay, as well as they are answering, all the students that are answering the questions. So it is really good that you are being consistent. Many of the students I can see they are being consistent, and it is good for you because in the examination the consistency matters a lot. Yes, your efforts are there, your hard work is there, and your luck is also there, but consistency also plays a major role, because if you are not consistent, if you are putting your hard work in one day, that hard work will not show in the examination. If you are consistent and you are putting your hard work every day, even for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, that will also show the results. Okay, so I hope all the very best for you all for the examination. Yes, it is a few months, there are a few months for the examination to happen, but I want you all to be consistent, to be true to yourself. If you want to clear the examination, do put your efforts. Okay, give all that you can give, and all the very best for the examination. Thank you very much. If you like the session, do press the like button and do tell me in the comment section that if you have any query, if you can call us here, you can mail us here. Okay, and do keep your consistent efforts, do keep giving the answer of the homework question, so I can also give my consistent efforts for this series. Okay, so thank you very much and have a good day.